Libraries are one of the last truly free democratic institutions. Libraries are for everyone of any age, educational level, ethnicity, gender, language, income, and/or ability. As librarians, we love our books, but we love our community even more. Today, we'd like to share why we love what we do and how we can help you.
Librarianship to me means serving as a bridge between the community and all the services and resources the library has to offer.
To me, librarians are the bridge between people and information.
That's librarianship. The application of my unique life experiences to guide someone through their own unique life experiences.
To me, librarianship is helping anyone who walks through our doors with a question or a problem and working together to find a solution no matter how difficult the task may be.
Librarianship means helping people to find the information they need, like helping a child find a new book to read or assisting a special needs adult to apply for a job.
I'm glad to be a librarian because it's about helping people and fulfilling lives.
Librarianship is a group of people, of very interesting and eclectic people, who use their various skills and backgrounds to serve their community.
Librarianship to me is about providing access. And when you say access and libraries, a lot of people immediately think about books, and that's a large part of what we do. But I think about access to computers, access to a safe space from the rain and the elements, access to a wealth of community members who speak so many languages and come with so many skills and creative pursuits, but also access to a lot of things that are very brand new to library systems.
Every hour that our library is open is a hand extended to our county and our community to join a conversation that has been happening for a long, long time and will continue to happen as long as there are people to ask questions.
I love working for the library because it gives me a sense of connection with the community. Being Latina and working in a highly Hispanic and culturally diverse area, I take pride in providing children and their families with early literacy and STEM opportunities through my outreach.
Librarians have come a long way from just being the custodians of knowledge. We're advocates for those who seek information. To me, librarianship is about serving the community. Regular interactions with our patrons help me feel the pulse of the community, which in turn helps facilitate knowledge and skill share to those in need.
To be a librarian is to be helpful, compassionate, and resourceful. I love helping people, and the cornerstone of librarianship for me is helping people and approaching every interaction with a sensitive ear and compassion. Everyone belongs here, and being a librarian means fostering that environment for everyone.
What better way to empower someone than to provide them with access to information and tools of knowledge and creation?
One of the things I love about being a public librarian is the chance to work with all sorts of people. The public library is open to everyone, and youth services has always been special to me because it allows me the chance to make a huge impact on children's lives.
Being somebody who can say, yeah, we figured this out together and this is what you need to do next, having that person is really important because there's just not a lot of spaces you can find anywhere else in life where people really take the time to be with you and to understand what it is that you're looking for and then to help you navigate through that situation.
One of my favorite activities is promoting nature in the community. At Duluth, we have an observational beehive. Our bee ambassadors teach about the importance of pollinators to our food supply. We offer programs that explore beekeeping, composting, and gardening.
Our learning labs are a great example of just sort of the creative and more technical equipment that we make available to people that otherwise would be really expensive to acquire, but allows people to build these really critical skills moving into the 21st century and really develop skills around coding and audiovisual media production.
The way I usually describe myself to children and to families is that I'm a children's librarian. I provide a space for our littlest customers, which are about birth to 5 years old, through story times and programs For them that work on their social skills, their listening skills, following directions, learning their colors, their numbers, their letters. So overall, my job is to help prepare our next generation, to get them excited about reading and learning and exploring their world.
Transportation is oftentimes an issue, and many children and families are not able to make it into the library. So I bring programs and activities to them, either directly to their community or through other community organizations and schools.
Being part of the Open Your World Book Club has opened my eyes to the benefits of literacy programs to help those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The improvement in diction and reading comprehension in those who attend the book club, even just after a few sessions, is astounding, not to mention highly encouraging.
Although I don't handle the day-to-day work at the branches, I partner with various organizations, local government, and community leaders to provide the community important and helpful services and programs. These programs and services have helped library patrons grow or start their small business, be able to receive financial assistance from the county, apply to become a U.S. citizen, learn about various social issues, and so on.
The most basic verb I associate with this line of work is helping, and that can look like a lot of different things.
I helped a gentleman with a computer for about an hour. He came in with no knowledge of how computers worked. We're talking, this is called the mouse, this is the desktop, this is the internet. And seeing the gradual realization of this man who had a particular interest to learn about something, realized that this tool, this computer, which was available to him every day for free, just because he lived in Gwinnett County, him realizing that this was his passport to the collected knowledge and opinions and predictions of the entirety of the human species up to this point. It was amazing. So what inspires me to provide a particular service? It's just seeing that something that I take for granted and interact with without thinking every day just means the whole world to someone else.
We may not be able to solve all of the problems of the world, but we can try.
I've had the privilege of presenting programs such as English in Your Language and Computer Basics for Adults out in the community. Facilitating programs and sharing information with the community is what brings me joy at work.
One of the things that I most enjoy about working for the library is trying to bring about diversity, especially in our books. I have a program that I run for our YouTube channel, which is called Page Turners, and the whole point is to promote diverse authors and diverse characters and diverse books. When I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of representation in books, so this is kind of my way of giving back.
Here at Gwinnett, community organizations, including the schools and the library, have come together to form an organization called Building Babies' Brains, a group dedicated to making sure our youngest are ready for kindergarten. We're working to promote the importance of early literacy across the county.
When we first started offering virtual live story times through Google Meets, I was unsure how the in-person storytime experience would translate into the digital format. But I found that the kids we reach really enjoy the time together and interact with us even when it's using computers and cameras.
I focus on finding ways to connect with our teen customers, whether that be in person or virtually, and work to create larger system-wide programs. Some examples of these programs include Fashion Project, the Yule Ball, Silent Disco, and our summer reading challenges and camps.
One of the things that I've been really passionate about as a programming librarian is financial aid, both for getting kids to know what kind of money they need for college, helping adults figure out how to pick the best insurance company, how to rent a car, how to get a mortgage. Things like that are something that is not exactly taught anymore.
One of the things Youth Services does that is really rewarding is a partnership we formed with a charter school in the Duluth area. As a brand new charter school, they didn't have a media center, so using our mobile library, we became their media center. We visit them twice a month for students and teachers to check out books, and it's been so much fun to know these students and visit them on a regular basis and provide that essential library experience that the school needed.
It's all about listening to others' needs and trying to connect them with the resources we have here and in the community.
I came into the library completely by accident. I wandered in bringing my son in for story time one day, and there happened to be a position open. Once I got into the library, I discovered that that was the place that I needed to be in order to live my best and happiest life. The people that work in libraries are some of the best I've encountered in the world. The work that I've done in libraries means the world to me.
For me, I am always inspired by programming because programs get people out of their house and into the community to connect with one another. And you know, when I put on a garden program, sure, it's to teach people about how to garden, but it's also to get a lot of people who are interested in gardening into the same space where they can meet one another.
And I just really believe that libraries and everything that they stand for are what keeps the world sane. They encourage connection and responsibility and learning and all the good things that we want in the world.
It fills my heart with such joy when I find out that moms who met at story time are friends and hang out outside of story time. And it's just like, yeah, we do this because we care about the kids, but we also do this because we care about entire family connection.
I love picture books and I love a good story. Picture books themselves are this amazing crossover between art and story. You have this very small space in which to create a story that is funny, that is interesting, that is moving. So the excitement I feel when I discover an amazing picture book whose story and art just work so well together that I know that my kids will enjoy it, that they'll find it funny, or the parents will find it moving, or just as a reflection of the kids that I see in my story times, it fuels my desire to then figure out how to share that story.
Some of my favorite memories are during monthly outreach visits to a group of after-school elementary students, and they see my coworkers and I walking towards their classroom. They all begin cheering and yelling, "Yay, the library is coming, the library is coming." And when we make it to the room, they all surround us and are cheering, calling us by name, and saying how much they missed us and that they're so happy that we're there. That alone says that we're making a difference.
People come into our library and they're working on amazing things every day, whether they're starting a business, filling out job applications to further their career, or they may be writing a book. And for me, it's very fulfilling to see that progression in them from start to finish.
Representation matters. It's really important, and I want to make sure that people see someone like them, that they're welcome here. And maybe one day, a young child can think, I can be a librarian.
As a Master Gardener and a Georgia Certified Plant Professional, I'm very excited to be able to offer gardening programs to those who are interested. It is a worthwhile pursuit for people of all ages, and it's great for our mental and physical well-being during these trying times. Be it to combat rising food costs, supply chain disruptions, war, or even a global pandemic, gardening is a skill that's extremely useful.
I am particularly inspired by the Citizenship Clinic service in partnership with Asian Americans Advancing Justice Atlanta. We have been able to help a number of families and individuals apply for U.S. citizenship at no cost. This service has been really appreciated and welcomed by the community. It is impactful and has helped many people achieve U.S. citizenship.
We live in a world with so much information at our fingertips that we try our best to act as guides to reach those impossibly high shelves of the information age.
The people I work with open my eyes to my incredible privileges and teach me about being a human.
One time I helped a gentleman locate a newspaper article about how his dad had died, and this was something he'd always wondered about. And he was overwhelmed with emotion and cried as he told me how appreciative he was. That was a very special and rewarding moment for both of us.
If I'm able to help out just one person, then I did my job.
I feel passionate about helping others learn English as a second language, digital literacy, and health literacy. As a non-native English speaker, I know about all the barriers people like me have to face on a daily basis.
For me, it's just a matter of promoting diversity and making people feel included.
I love being able to show our customers that the library is about more than just books and reading. It's a place to connect with your peers in the community and a place where you can have fun all while learning something new.
During these divisive times, the library is here to bring everyone together. We are so much more than just books. Check out our many programs and services, get help with a Book a Librarian appointment, and visit us today to find out for yourself who we really are.
Also, when you work in youth services, you get to play with glitter and you get the best hugs.